This is UploadVR in case you missed it for the week of December 6, 2024. December continues with a slew of new releases, DLC updates, and upcoming release date confirmations as revealed during the UploadVR Showcase Winter 2024. Among the titles releasing this month are Merlin's Chess, available now in early access. Enter a fantasy world of chess strategy with online multiplayer, fully voiced AI opponents, a spectator mode for friends to watch matches, and voice commands for moving your armies across the battlefield. Walkabout Mini Golf revealed their holiday hideaway pack where you're miniaturized within a gigantic Yuletide-themed course. Also, enjoy your favorite Walkabout worlds with the new Exploding Kittens avatars. The Walkabout team hinted at the next major course, Viva Las Elvis, due sometime soon. Q's, a mixed reality block breaker for MetaQuest, is free right now, but only for a limited time. The casual hand-tracked experience offers 18 puzzles and will jump to $9.99 when the free promotion ends. Speaking of limited time events, Among Us, the game best described as the massively popular multiplayer deception-filled hide-and-seek game, has kicked off its Roundup Western-themed event, featuring new avatar animations, cosmetics, and even a new deputy role which allows players to lasso a suspect. Roundup is happening right now through January 28th, 2025. Among Us VR is out now on the MetaQuest platform, Steam VR, Pico, and PlayStation VR 2. Slot Car VR is a mixed reality toy car racing game available now on the MetaQuest platform. Players race slot cars on custom tracks in mixed reality. The game features full hand tracking, online and co-located multiplayer, car customization, and the ability to edit track terrain and props on outrageous tracks limited only by your imagination. A drag-and-drop building system lets you build freely in any space, either alone or with a partner. Slot Car VR is $9.99 during the limited launch, with the price increased to $14.99 in January 2025. Real VR Fishing adds 3 European DLC packs as part of the World Tour Edition update, arriving December 17th on the MetaQuest platform. Steam and Pico followed later. At launch, the packs cost $2.99 each and center around France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, where players can hook 30 new fish species across the 3 new packs. Also starting today, new fishing locations will be added monthly. Coaster Mania, the physics-based VR and mixed reality roller coaster game, enters full release today on Quest platforms. Previously released in early access last year, Coaster Mania has seen several post-launch updates that introduced and improved mixed reality support. Coaster Mania now includes a campaign mode with over 50 levels and 4 different worlds. Sandbox mode lets you design and ride your roller coasters. Finally, Showcase mode allows you to share and download creations through the online community. Coaster Mania is out now on the Meta Horizon store for $15. DigiGods from Squiddo Studio is inspired by Gary's Mod and Gorilla Tag. The all-ages experience introduces a drag-and-drop building system where you can fight in physics-based battles. In this sandbox experience, players can create their own maps without prior scripting knowledge. Build and battle as a kaiju in virtual or mixed reality. DigiGods is available now on the MetaQuest platform. Project Eros sees you guiding mixed reality spaceships to safety on the MetaQuest platform next week. Project Eros is single-player at launch, but developer Super Hyper Mega promises some form of multiplayer update in the future. Expect 5 DLC packs at launch for $4 individually or $10 as a bundle. Each pack features 3 new ships and a custom music track. Madison VR comes to Meta platforms sometime this December. Madison VR centers around Luca, a young boy who awakens in a haunted house, his hands covered in blood. From then on, you'll navigate the mansion solving occult puzzles with the creeping poltergeist tormenting you in tow. Using a cursed Polaroid camera, you'll attempt to complete a decades-old ritual. Madison VR is available now on PSVR 2 and Steam. My First Gran Turismo is a free newcomer-friendly entry in the racing series, and is out today exclusively on PlayStation VR 2. Polyphony Digital previously stated it's been designed to let new players experience the 3 core pillars of the series: driving cars, learning about cars, and collecting cars. There are 3 different circuits included: Kyoto Driving Park, Deep Forest Raceway, and the Trial Mountain Circuit. With cars, there are 18 options, and Polyphony Digital advised these have been tuned specifically for new players. Featured modes include the classic options with 3 standard races, 3 time trials with online leaderboards, and the License Center to learn the basics through tutorials, and 3 Music Rally minigames. Barbie Dance and Dream is the latest crossover in the Synth Riders experience. It's out today on most supported VR platforms. The latest Synth Riders DLC sees you step through a Barbie box to the K-pop song Barbie Dreams, which featured in the 2023 Barbie film. Alongside a fully immersive environment, this latest experience supports mixed reality if you're playing on an Apple Vision Pro or the Quest 3 family. Grimlord, a Souls-like inspired VR action RPG, gets new content in its full release, expanding from 5 levels in the early access to 11 levels in this full release. Grimlord adds 30 weapon talents and new enemies. Grimlord gets a huge update on the Meta and Steam stores later this month. Drumrock is adding songs from Cyberpunk 2077 in a new DLC pack. Revealed during the UploadVR Showcase, this new pack teases 4 songs from Samurai, the band from Cyberpunk 2077. The tracks Chippin' In, A Like Supreme, The Ballad of Buck Ravers, and Never Fade Away. The music pack is available now for Drumrock across Meta Horizon Store, Steam, and PlayStation VR 2 headsets. Ashen Arrows is a new VR fantasy archery game based on Norse mythology. Coming to Steam, Pico, and Quest platforms, Ashen Arrows will launch with both single and multiplayer modes. In Saga, the single-player campaign, you'll step into the shoes of a heroic hunter tasked with taking on hordes of monsters to save the 9 realms of Norse mythology. Or you can team up with up to 2 friends in Bastion, the co-op roguelike mode, as you defend your base from waves of enemies. Ashen Arrows initially launched in Steam Early Access last year, so if you want to get the jump on your friends, you can play a pre-release version of the game via Steam Early Access right now. There were simply too many December titles to show them all here. Several games confirmed updates well into 2025. As we get closer to release, UploadVR will have more expansive coverage of these titles throughout the new year. Highlights of some of the titles coming soon to keep an eye on are Cold VR heads to PC VR, PSVR 2, and Quest platforms very soon. The demo, described as Super Hot VR in reverse, lets you play 6 levels from the game, testing out the game's arsenal of swords, fists, and firearms. As well as taking down a stream of enemy agents, expect to face platforming puzzles and hazardous obstacles when Cold VR lands. The solo developer Allware plans to release a flat-screen version of the game for PC, Xbox Series, PS5, and the Nintendo Switch. All on Board is a social tabletop board gaming experience for Steam and MetaQuest platforms. Coming February 27, 2025, All on Board is natively built for VR. The game will launch with several licensed titles including Binding of Isaac, Istanbul, Rallyman GT, Terraforming Mars, and Escape from the Dark Castle. The eerie setting of Water-Filled Pools VR is coming to PlayStation VR 2 headsets in 2025. Earlier this year, the developers behind the popular Steam title revealed their Steam VR trailer with UploadVR. Now, in the UploadVR Showcase, the studio is confirming a PlayStation VR 2 version that's also on the way in 2025. In other VR news, James Cameron announced an exclusive multi-year partnership with Meta to help bring significantly more 3D video content to Quest headsets. Meta says this partnership will bring world-class 3D entertainment experiences spanning live sports and concerts, feature films, and TV series to Horizon OS. Xreal 1 and Xreal 1 Pro bring built-in 3DOF tracking and a wider field of view to transparent virtual display glasses. The new Xreal 1 and Xreal 1 Pro have a custom chip called X1 that Xreal says it developed in-house over the course of 3 years. X1 powers built-in 3DOF tracking for any input device, removing the need for a beam adapter. The AI XR Awards were also a big part of the UploadVR Showcase Winter 2024. Hosted by industry luminary Alex Milland, the celebration included a mesmerizing musical performance, familiar influencer faces, and a reverence for the VR, MR, and AI industry. The awards were meant to spotlight overlooked but powerful contributors to our nascent pastime, with accolades and nods to Innovators and Rising XR Company of the Year, Location-Based Entertainment of the Year, and Healthcare Solution of the Year. The most popular standouts of the 16 categories were AI XR Outstanding XR Company of the Year, Qualcomm, XR Film and Experience of the Year, Gargoyle Doyle. XR Content Creator of the Year, Mateo311. XR Lifetime Achievement Award, Professor Scott Fisher. And of course, XR Game of the Year, Asgard's Wrath 2 from Sanzaru Studios. There was a lot to unpack this week. Stay tuned to UploadVR for continued coverage of everything in the virtual reality space.